Hello everyone, welcome to the next video of C programming. In our previous video, we have learned what is the meaning of 2D array and how the values are being initialized in static and dynamic way. By using that principle, let us write some more programs so that you can understand the use of 2D array. So the first program that we are going to write is find the addition of two 2D arrays and store the result in the third 2D array. That means we will be given two matrices of a particular dimension. For example, let us the dimension is here as 3 cross 2. Now for addition, there is a requirement. Both the matrices must have the same dimension. Otherwise, the addition is not possible. Okay. Suppose here the value is 5, 7, 3, 9, 8, and 10. Here it is 11, 10, 5, 20, 7, 28. Okay. Now this is my array 1 and this will be my array 2. So before doing the addition, first of all, I have to check the dimension of the first matrix must be equal to the dimension of the second matrix. Okay. After that, the addition is possible. And whenever I'll add, I'll store the result in the third 2D array where the dimension must be same as the original 2. Okay. So this must be also 3 cross 2. Now, whenever I'll do the addition, I have to add the 0, 0 index of array 1 with 0, 0 index of array 2. That means this 5 plus 11 will be stored here in the 0, 0 of array 3. Similarly, the 0, 1 index value of array 1 will be added with 0, 1 index of array 2. So 7 plus 10, 17 will be stored as 0, 1. And subsequently, the same thing, 3 plus 5 will be 8, 9 plus 20 will be 29, 8 plus 7 will be 15, 10 plus 28 will be 38. Okay. And finally, I have to print the values of the third array. Clear? So by keeping all these things in our mind, let us start writing the program. So we'll declare three arrays here. Okay. Now for the first array, you have to declare row 1, column 1. For the second one, row 2, column 2. Okay. And for the loop purpose, we will declare two variables. So before addition, first of all, I have to enter the values into the array. Okay. So enter the row number of, you can say matrix 1. And whatever the input I will provide, that I'll store in the row 1 variable. Okay. Similarly, I have to enter the column number of matrix 1 that I will store in C1. Like array 1 or matrix 1, I'll take the input for matrix 2, the row number of matrix 2 and column number of matrix 2 that I'll store in R2 and C2 sequentially. Okay. After taking the input for the row number and column number of both the matrices, I'll go for addition. But before doing the addition, I need to check first of all if R1 is not equal to R2 or C1 is not equal to C2. if any one condition is true. If any one condition is true, that means I'll give the message addition is not possible, because the dimension must be same of both the matrices for the addition. Otherwise, else means these conditions are not true. That means row 1 is equal to row 2 and column 1 is equal to column 2. Okay. So I'll take the input for the first matrix. Okay. So I equal to 0, I less than R1, I plus plus, J equal to 0, J less than C1, J plus plus, enter value. Okay. So whatever the value I'll give input, that I'll store in array 1 ij. Okay. So this is how we'll take the input for the first matrix. Clear? 0 to R1 for the row number, 0 to C1 for the column number, and whatever the value I'll take input, that will be taken for the matrix 1. The same thing I can write on 1 second for the second matrix. So here it is R2, C2. But if you have understood already, I can write R1 also, C1 also, because both the values are same. And whatever the values I have taken input, that will be stored in the second matrix. Okay. Now let us print the values, whatever we have taken as input, whether the same values are available or not. So I need to use the same loop. Okay. This is how we'll print the values of the first matrix. Now similarly, let us print the values of the second matrix. R2, C2, array 2. Okay. So this is the way you have printed the both the values. Next is you have to find the addition of two matrices. Okay. How to add? Now you have to add by using these two loops only. Okay. How to add? Now you have to array 1 of I j will be added with array 2 of I j. Okay. Array 1 of I j will be added with array 2 of I j, and it will be stored in array 3 of I j. Okay. Simple. 0 index value of array 1 will be added with 0 index of array 2 will be stored at 0 index of array 3 and subsequently for the rest. Okay. Now what you will do, you will print the resultant notice, that is the addition. So values of the third matrix. Okay. So whatever we can see, we can print array of. Done. So sequentially, let us understand once again. We have declared three matrices. You have taken the input from the user regarding the row number, column number of the first matrix, row number and column number of the second matrix. And we have checked the row number of first matrix if it is not equal to row 2 or the row number of the second matrix, or the column value, any one, if it will be mismatched, then addition is not possible. Otherwise, addition is possible. So you have taken the input for the first matrix, then you have taken the input for the second matrix, You have printed the values of the first matrix, you have printed the values of the second matrix, and then finally you have done the addition of array 1, array 2, and store in array 3. Finally, you have printed the third matrix values. Okay, so let us see. No error is found. Okay, so suppose this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. That means the matrix dimensions are not same. So addition is not possible. It will not ask for the values. Okay. Now once again, let's compile and run. So this is 2, 3, this is 2, this is 3. This is okay. Now it will ask for the values. So 10, 20, 30, 40. This is for the first matrix. No, one more is there. 50 and 60. This is for the first matrix. Second, let us keep the same values. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. Now check here. These are the values of the first matrix, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Second matrix, the same values you have given. After the addition, you check 10 plus 10, 20, 20 plus 20, 40, like that, 60 plus 60, 120. Okay. So this is how you have to operate the values of the 2D array. Okay. Now one more program also you can try, that is transpose of a 2D array. Now to write the value program of transpose of 2D array, let us copy some of the content from here. You have to declare one array, and whenever you will copy the values, you need another one, second array. Okay. After that, you need the row number and column number to take the input for the matrices, and for loop purpose, let us use those same values of ij. Okay. After that, you need to enter the row number and column number, row number of the matrix, column number of the matrix. Clear? After that, what we'll do? You will take the values to the matrix. So you have taken the values to the matrix. Then this is a simple way how to declare, how to take input into the matrix. Then once the matrix is taken as input, let us print the values. The values of the matrix also, let us copy the code. Already you have understood, so this will be easy for us to reuse the code. Okay, the values of the matrix. Okay, now next target is you have to find the transpose of matrix. What do you mean by transpose? Okay, now see, suppose there is a matrix which is of 2 cross 3. Okay, so this is 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66. Now transpose of this particular matrix will be the row will become column and the column will become a row. Means what? Now, whenever the conversion is done, 11, 22, 33 will come here, 44, 55, and 66 will come. Okay. So anything which is 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2 will become 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0. This will be 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. Okay. That means the row number will become the column number. The column number will become the row number. Okay. So the same two loops you have to use. Array to row. let us say this 0 0 will become 0 0, then this 0 1 will become 1 0, 0 2 will become this one. Okay. Now let us print the values. So how to print the values? Already have written. So let us print this one. Values of transpose matrix set. Okay. So here the total number of row is how much? Whatever the column number was there. So this will be C1, and whatever the row number, this is your, and then array 1 of ij. So that what will happen? Now 0 0 will be printed. Okay. Then what will happen? 0 1 will be printed. Okay. Then 1 0 1 1 will be printed. Okay. So suppose the row number is 2, column number is 3, value is 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66. Okay. So getting some logical error here, because many people they do what? They just swap the values. Okay. Okay. The mistake normally people they do what? They just convert C1 row 1 and they used to print. But they used to forget that I have to print it in the reverse order, like column value should be printed, then the row value. So you have to write ji in place of ij. Either you bring this one to outer, this one will be inner, or you can swap this one and you can make it ji. Okay. Let us see whether it's working or not. Okay. Simple one. So the row values are coming to column values. The second one again converted. Okay. So these are very simple process how to follow so that the 2D array program can be done. Okay. Now you can try one more program by yourself and you can check how the syntax is working. So you have to multiply two 2D arrays and you have to store in the third 2D array. Okay. So through this video, what we have done, we have implemented the concept of 2D array and we have written some programs so that you can understand how the 2D array is actually used to solve real-time problems. The third program you can do by yourself so that it will be felt that the concept is very easy. Okay. So thank you everyone for watching this video.